Is past life regression real? Now, it's entirely possible that people don't actually have a past life and that the whole thing's a confabulation. And that's what science would say. Like a skeptical scientific person will say it's a complete confabulation and all these people are making it up. So millions of people that experience a past life regression are making it up. Now, the University of Virginia has a program where they research and they've documented 2,500 cases where they have done the research. A kid has claimed that they had a past life, and they went and interviewed the kid, and then they researched that past life they claimed to have had, and they were actually able to get the data and confirm that that life that they were describing actually existed. So that's not an actual, you can't actually prove that they were that person. So whether or not that kid actually lived that past life or not, somehow he has information about that. And there's 2,500 cases. And these are just kids that they've gone out and they've actually researched. And so if you were somebody from 500 years ago, they couldn't research that. These are lives that would have happened, the the previous incarnation that they were able to research. And so there was another case where a kid, I think he was 5 years old, and he outed the person who murdered him in his previous life. And he actually took police to the person and led them to the body, where the body was dug up, and they were able to find the evidence and everything they needed. And the kid was right. The guy did kill that person. So whether or not that was real or not, that's, of course, another question. And, of course, I'm doing this to find out for myself. I mean, when I heard about this stuff and found out that it was possible, I learned how to do hypnosis and how to take people into past life regressions so I could find out this information for myself. I mean, it's the biggest question. What happens after you die? And I've asked that question, and, here I am. I'm getting answers from other people. And majority of people I see, they experience a past life. Some people, they go into this life. Some people, they go into some other, like in another world. And they might be another being. I had somebody who was moss. And then that moss, as they were that piece of moss, they were eaten by an elephant. And the elephant absorbed them. They became part of the elephant, and they became the elephant then. And that was the experience that they had. So there are some different experiences that people have, but the majority of people have a past life. And so, what would be different if we knew that we came back? If everybody knew that we came back and we came back randomly, do you think that we would build a better world just in case we came up in a poor area? And then we would know that our next incarnation doesn't have to suffer like that. I think the world would look a lot different. We would do a lot less polluting, because most people think that, you go until you're done, so might as well, you can't take it to your grave, so use up as much as you can. And that's unfortunately the way a lot of people live. And if you knew that you came back, you'd do it differently. There'd be less fear of death, less fear of the unknown, because you know that you'd come back. So knowing that your soul is immortal, that's kind of empowering. And then, you don't have to fear death as much. And and your past lives, another thing that's good about knowing your past lives is that it gets you the information that you need to help you solve a problem in your current lifetime. And so you've had all these lessons already, and sometimes we kind of forget that, and we have the experiences of these past lives that we can draw upon, and we can see it then from another perspective, because all we have is our own experiences to draw upon, and we project our own experiences out in the world. And so if you have a past life to draw from that experience, you have a much wider pool of resources, of lessons that you've had in your life that you've already learned. And you don't have to relearn those. And sometimes we forget them. And so if we can just draw upon them from a past life regression, then that's extremely helpful for you. Anyways, I'm Jeff Broomfield, and I'm a hypnotist. I'm a quantum hypnotist, and I'm a profound somnambulist. So I help people get in a really deep state of hypnosis. And I help people shave years off their self-development or their spiritual development journey with my 4-step quantum hypnosis transformation fast track. And so if you want information about that, go to my website at jeffbroomfield.com, and you'll get lots more information there. And you can also sign up for a free strategy session with me. And we'll find out whether or not the hypnosis will help you get the results that you want. So thanks for tuning in. Stay awesome and have a good one.